gonna do something really delicious. So one of the most popular up-and-coming condiments in America is kimchi. It's amazing. It's a fermented salad, basically. It comes from Korea. You've got your spices, you've got your brassicas, all these like awesome vegetables, and they're fermented naturally. And this is a form of fermentation that allows it to live for a long time. It's to preserve the vegetables. So now that I got that boring explanation out of the way, we're gonna do something really tasty. It's gonna be kimchi fried rice, but we're gonna make it cheesy with this. This is Violife Parmesan. It's a incredible cheese. Okay, on its little package here, it calls itself a cheese alternative, but this is not just an alternative. This is cheese. This is, your tongue will not lie. It's hard. It's got that great aged cheese kind of bite to it. It's got this incredible aroma, that kind of salty, briny, kind of like milky kind of scent. It's got an incredible rigidity, and it grates beautifully. And as you're gonna see, it melts in such a delightful way, in a nice stretchy, stringy, gooey, cheesy kind of way. So let's begin. First, and the cool thing about this, there's only 2 ingredients. So we're gonna do kimchi and we're gonna do rice. Wait, oh my God, we forgot the fucking rice. All right, change of plan. We're gonna do, we're also going to use kimchi, but we're going to do a pasta bolognese, okay? So for the meat, I'm gonna use this Beyond Burger from Costco. Beyond Burger just never fails. Good old Beyond Burger. People like to talk about it. They like to diss because it's a processed food or whatever. But here's the thing, guys. If you are going to eat vegan and you like burgers and you don't know how you're gonna give up hamburgers, but you wanna go vegan, you can start with this. This is a great way to transition. You know, the theme of our show is all about making your transition. You've got to imagine where you want to go and then start taking the steps toward getting there. And if you're not ready to like make your entire diet out of raw, fresh, whole grains, fruits, vegetables, seeds, and nuts, if you still want things that taste like the meaty, cheesy stuff that you love, do it. Yes, it's okay that it's processed. It's still better than eating bacon. It's still better than eating ground beef, okay? I know that came off as a bit of a rant, but hey. First, I want to try to break this up a little bit. Let's see if we can just kind of chop this. Oh, look at that. Look at this nakiri knife making short work of this frozen patty. I'm gonna just spark up my burner here. Just any minute now, I'm gonna spark it up. Oh. There we go. Just gonna heat up our pan. So I'm gonna heat up the pan with a little bit of oil. By a little bit, I mean kind of a lot. I just want to twirl that oil around. I'm using olive oil here. While we're at it, since we're going to wait for that pan to heat up anyway, why don't we start with some garlic? I'm going to just peel some garlic here. We've got our Beyond Burger sliced up, waiting to defrost and sizzle in that hot pan. You know, Beyond Burger is, for some of us, once you've been vegan for a long time, like over a decade, like me, then what happens is you get to the point where things that mimic actual meat, you find it to be like a little too close for comfort. Like sometimes, I went into a restaurant once and ordered an Impossible Burger, and it was so realistic, it like kind of grossed me out. I wanted it to be like a little less realistic, a little less, you know, bloody. I understand why they want it to be that way with the heme and everything. But yeah, sometimes. So if you're like me, I literally was raised on meat like 3 meals a day. And for me, transitioning to vegan was all about using these meat substitutes. Now, do I eat them that much nowadays? No, but I still like them. I still think they're delicious. I know that a lot of people are concerned about eating a lot of processed foods, and I get that. But I think it's all about trying to choose the lesser of two evils here. You know, if you're eating meat, you're doing a lot of harm to your body. And the cool thing about an Impossible Burger is that, let's see, protein, 20 grams of protein in this one patty, 14 grams of fat in this one patty. So, you know, saturated fat, 2 grams. So yeah, like it's not healthy compared to eating, you know, I don't know, a carrot, but still it's not bad for you compared to eating a cow. And remember that there are reasons that people go vegan besides just their own health. You know, you go vegan because you care about your impact on the planet. You go vegan because you care about animals who are suffering just so we can eat meat. These kinds of processed meats are delivering on those two issues. If that's your issue, you know, if you're an animal rights person and you really want to eat in a way that's in alignment with your ethics, then mock meats are a great way to do that. I'm gonna hold off on this garlic. So the thing about garlic, the longer you cook it, the more subtle it becomes. If you like really punchy, bitey, gnarly garlic, then add it at the end, okay? If you like your garlic to be more mellow, almost sweet, then you can add it earlier on. But I like it to have a little bit of a bite, so we're gonna hold off on it just for a bit. Now the other thing we're gonna use is some good old pre-made pasta sauce. Nothing wrong with it. You don't have to make everything from scratch. I like to make fresh marinara, but let's just say it's so much more convenient to just buy it. And we got a really good deal on this at Costco. So we're gonna use Rao's homemade marinara. It's nice and vegan. Let's check in with the frying pan here. Just to toss this stuff around. So I'm just gonna brown this a little bit, just to make it fun. I'm gonna come around here and grab myself some amber. I like to deglaze as we go here. Deglaze, alcohol. You know, alcohol, turns out alcohol is really bad for you to drink it, but it's great for deglazing a pan. If you want to get all those tasty bits, all that salty, fatty stuff that's sticking to your pan, you want to alleviate it, you want to release it from the pan, just use some alcohol. It's a great solvent. Now, one of the most amazing discoveries that I have made, thank you so much to a very special person who introduced me to this, is fried kimchi. Yes. I don't know where was I before I knew about fried kimchi? Kimchi, the way I was introduced to it was a roommate of mine from Korea who had it shipped specially all the way from Korea, and I thought, what in the world is wrong with this person, to ship this weird, strong, kind of sour, bitter, kind of bubbly, fermented, spicy vegetables? What's the big deal? I didn't get it then, but oh my God, I get it now. We're gonna heap this on. So, like the garlic, as you cook it, it's gonna become more mellow. So we're gonna slosh some kimchi in here. We're gonna go with a little bit of the juice as well. Kimchi juice is so special for so many things in cooking. It's gonna reduce down as we cook it, and it's going to leave this delicious, this deliciously balanced, sweet and spicy, bitter and sour reduction. And it's gonna be this great little sauce that's gonna bind with the tomato sauce. So, I'm gonna give it a little more. God, it looks good. What's the important thing that people need to know about kimchi? It needs to come from Korea. If it's not coming from Korea, there's gonna be something wrong with it. So, no, I'm kidding. I'm sure someone somewhere in America is making a decent kimchi. But no, I take it back. You talk to somebody who knows kimchi, they're gonna say no. It has to come from Korea. It has to be imported. It has to come from the vegetables that were grown in the soil on the peninsula. You cannot fake that. In order to fry the kimchi, you need a lot of oil, so I'm gonna just trace the edge of my non-stick pan with some olive oil. Give it a little help, give it a little lubrication as I toss these around. Now, what we also must do is boil water because we gotta make pasta. So I have to run to another room. You keep an eye on that pot for me. I have to run over here. I have to fill up this pot with water. And the pasta that I like is something that doesn't, I know we all grew up, or maybe at some point you saw the movie Lady and the Tramp. And it's so romantic, to use a linguine or a spaghetti, but man, the problem with spaghetti and linguine is that they just don't hold on to the flavor that well. So what we're gonna do is use something that is designed to contain lots of flavors. This is a pasta called totole. So let's just look at the shape here. See how it's like a spiral with all kinds of weird edges on here? We need to check, look at that. See how it's like an auger. It's like it's just gonna drill right into your pasta sauce, and it's gonna carry all those bits of flavor. So, totole. Let's see how quick we can boil this water back here. Meanwhile, the kimchi is frying up. We want to get that kimchi and the burger meat, we want it all nice and golden brown. So I'm going to keep it moving a little bit. We're looking for some nice toasty edges on the kimchi, on this Napa cabbage. Oh God, the delicious caramelization on our kimchi. That's what we want, caramelized kimchi. And we're still going to top it off with the Via Life Parmesan. We are going to make such a delicious feast out of this. It's gonna be like the perfect way to end it off, you know? Just, you'll just grate it, just like that restaurant. You can imagine the guy playing the violin in the background. Let's throw in our garlic now. It's time. We'll throw in the garlic with just a little bit of oil and just a little splash of white wine, just to deglaze a little bit more as we go. There we go. Oh, some of the garlic came out. I'm gonna eat it. Okay, raw garlic. What's it like? It's like burning heat. It's like a stinging, it's gnarly. And it's so amazing that just by cooking it a little bit, it mellows down to this even, oh, what is garlic? Garlic, kind of like, it's like a warm hug for whatever you're cooking. This warm hug, it sort of supports it from the bottom. It's ultimately a bitter allium. Let's see how long it takes to boil this water. Should have started with that, but you know what? We're improvising here. Cooking is about improvising. You do not need a recipe. You don't need to hold yourself to a recipe. Plans are made to be changed. When you go into the kitchen, it's great to have a plan. It's great to know what you're hungry for, and then just find a way to satisfy yourself. That's what the Studley Vegan philosophy is all about. Figuring out all the things in the kitchen that you can use to satisfy your hunger, to feed your body, to nourish yourself. Once you're well-rounded enough, once you get all the different tools in the kitchen, then you can walk in there with the confidence to know that you can make whatever you need. You will have the experience to know what does what. I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit, just so they both end up at the same place at the same time. If it ever seems like your kimchi is getting sticky, or if anything is getting too hot, or it's starting to get a little stuck, just liberate it with some more oil. It's absolutely fine. Olive oil is good for you. It's good for you. Just going dark a little bit. So while this is cooking, why don't we make a salad? Do we have that? Do we have the romaine? Why am I looking at you? We don't have any romaine. Okay. We have white beans. We can make white bean hummus. Should we do that? I need a cord. I need power. While we are waiting for this thing to go. So white bean hummus, wow. You know, you've had maybe regular hummus, which is made from chickpeas. But have you ever had white bean hummus? It's pretty good. It's very good, and it's very simple to make. So basically we're gonna use this food processor. This is an ancient food processor. Now, you might say, well, why don't you get rid of that thing? Well, this is one that I jerry-rigged. It's actually very unsafe. I jerry-rigged this because, you know, usually they have all these safety features so that the bucket needs to be on, the blade needs to be in, and the lid needs to be clamped shut in just the right way in order to make the button work. But I was like, I just want to power it up when I want to, so I shoved a little toothpick in here. So now it'll turn on at any time. It doesn't matter if the lid is on or not. So it's pretty dangerous. You could actually chop your finger off with this thing. So just know that. If you come to my kitchen, don't touch. Do not touch the food processor. All right, I need power. Let's see, how can we get it over here? Do we have another extension cord? Let me just grab something here. Just powering up my incredibly dangerous food processor here. So white bean hummus, this comes to us from, well, this is a variation on a recipe by Tal Ronan of Crossroads. Here we go. White beans. Take a look. Doink. Look at them. Aren't they wonderful? So I soaked them overnight. I boiled them. The key to making beans that do not produce gas. Are you ready for this? You think, oh, I can't eat beans. It's so gassy. I can't eat beans. I can't do the fiber. Yes, what you do, you're going to, when you go to boil your beans, you're going to add just a little, half a teaspoon of baking soda. This helps to break down that fiber, break down that starch, because that's why you're farting, is because the fiber is breaking down in your gut. What you want is to be broken down before you even eat it. And if it's cooked, if the beans are cooked all the way through, and you used a little baking soda to help that process along, look at this beautiful shot. Me, 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 me. Wah, 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 wah. Avalanche. Oh my God, those people got, did you hear about this avalanche in Lake Tahoe? Some people were killed on a skiing adventure. God, what a nightmare. That is some beautiful country, but it's also incredibly dangerous, you know? I grew up in Nevada, and learning about the Donner Party was always part of our education. Our kimchi and our meat here is just about done. It looks nice and golden brown. So I'm gonna throw just a little bit of our sauce on here. Just going around. I like to go short on the sauce. I like the chunks to take up most. I like the chunky stuff in the bolognese to do most of the work. For me, the sauce is just something that just kind of connects them all. I don't ever want it to be just drowning in sauce. Because to make a meal studly, you need variation. So what you don't want is for each bite to taste and feel the same. Each bite should be new. And the way you can get that is by keeping big, irregular, unpredictable chunks in your bolognese sauce. So that's what we're doing here. Yeah, this is just really, really well done. Let me just stir this around. Okay. Now, I like to also, after it cooks down a little bit, I like to make it a little bit creamy. I like just a little bit of a creamy kind of a bolognese sauce. I like to lighten up the color a little bit. So I'm just gonna hit it with some good old oat milk. This is gonna be so good. I mean, this is a classic. Nobody can resist this. Nobody. You know, if you're cooking for family or whatever, you're cooking for pre-vegans, as we like to call them on this show, no one's gonna turn away a beautiful rustic bowl of kimchi bolognese. But the thing is, they're gonna think they're not gonna like it. They'll think they're not gonna like it. Oh, kimchi, oh, I hate that stuff. No. That's why you don't tell them what it is. Just give it to them first. Okay, here we go. Bombs away on the totole. That's gonna cook for 10 minutes. Set my timer here. I'm almost forgetting salt. Whenever you do pasta, you need to hit it with salt. You want it to be about as salty as the ocean, which is really salty. It's basically as salty as it can get before the actual salt crystallizes and collapses in the bottom of the pan. Salty, salty water. This is gonna help the water to boil at a higher temperature, and it's also gonna give your pasta a wonderful flavor. I'm gonna turn the heat off on this. Our sauce is ready. It's ready. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for this, we're going to do a nice white bean hummus. Now, a pesto, I mean, you've seen me make a pesto a bunch of times. It's just some kind of an herb and some kind of a nut bound together with fat and something sour, some acid, and a little bit of garlic, and then something sweet, salty. You know, basically, it's the entire flavor landscape in a mush that's basically a mixture of some kind of a nut and some kind of an herb. So right now, the nut that we're using is tahini. This is from sesame seeds. So we got our organic tahini. I'm gonna add some garlic, but not too much because this is not gonna be cooked. So whatever we do to this, it's gonna be raw. So we're getting the full effect of garlic here. We're gonna get a nice hot bite. A hot bite of garlic. Smash. So I'm gonna toss the garlic in there. We're gonna need some lemon. Just so, look at that. Clean my knife. There. Now I like to either hold the lemon in my hand and squeeze it, or else sometimes I like to squeeze it through a sieve just to catch all the seeds. Now the lemon does a couple things. Number one, it adds some acid, which we really need to balance out the starches and the thick, creamy taste of all that tahini. It's very, you know, it's like peanut butter. It's like a very thick, it's like a, you know, it's like a thick juice, thick butter. It's a nut butter. I need to loosen it up a little bit because this is something, it's going to settle. So what you want is to make sure that you're keeping it all in suspension. You don't want any of it to go to waste. So I'm just going to stir it around. See that? Yummy. Yummy. All right. And I've got it all stirred up. I'm going to just pour some in here. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it. White bean hummus, it's a very simple recipe. Okay. Turn this down a little bit, it's raging. Okay, so we've got that, and then we're gonna do a little bit of sweetness. So I'm gonna add maple syrup. Like that. What else would be nice in there? Maybe some kind of an herb. Maybe some thyme. Yeah, some little fresh, little dried thyme. This is thyme that I've dried up myself. Just going to crush it up in my hands here and let it go. Okay. We need to give it a little salt. Where did I put the salt? Oh yeah, right here. We'll just go easy with the salt. We don't want to overdo it. And then I think I might do a little bit of little nutritional yeast in here. And that's just about it for now. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to add a little bit of oil. This is olive oil. Just enough. Just enough oil that it all comes into suspension. So if it's like too thick or something, like right now, it's a little thick, you need to loosen it up a little bit. I'm gonna add the other half of the lemon to give it some more juice, sort of loosen things up here. That'll be nice. We have more lemon where that came from if we need it. There it goes. That's it. Yeah, when it all dances, when it all falls into suspension, that's when you have the right consistency. So you want to start, like I like starting these sauces on the dry side and then slowly adding my oil and juice just until they become just viscous enough that you can like stick a fork in it. Okay, I think I need more lemon. Well, wait. I think I need more salt. So if you're going, you're tasting something, you want to say, what does it need more of? Well, try it. So give yourself a little salt. And now you've got salt in your mouth, so now taste it. And ask yourself, does the salt help? And if so, then you're like, yeah, wow, that really helped. That really helped. So we were going conservative with the salt, which is good. I'm gonna add a little more oil just because I want this to be a little soupier. All right, let's try that. Now it's coming in. You know, I liked adding the oat milk to the other one. I'm gonna add a little here. See, this is the fun of it. When you know what you're working with, you don't need a recipe. You just go for the things that you crave. What do you want to be in it? Well, how about some oat milk? Yeah, velvety. That was a good call. Good job, Simon. You're a pretty good cook. Oh, thanks, I know. So, let's check out our pasta. I want to just stir that around. God, I need another thing for stirring this. Let's see, we got less than a minute to go. Should we test the totole, see how it's shaping up? Oh, that's hot. Oh, ow. Oh, it's not even done. Give it another minute. Meanwhile, this sauce is so good. Oh, this is gonna be incredible. It's just thick. It's so thick, and the kimchi got a nice little brown edges. So it got just beautifully kind of scorched just the tiniest bit on the edges. Not black, but golden brown. Oh God, I'm gonna taste it. Let's just taste it. Oh yes. Oh yes. It's so right. It's so good. We didn't even add salt. It doesn't even have any salt in there. Oh God, it's so good. You're gonna gag. I mean, you're gonna just eat it all. You're gonna be so hungry. Like, we didn't even make enough. It's so good. Oh. All right, I'm gonna test another one of these. See our little totole, little guy. Am I putting you on the spot? Wait. There. Look at that. Doinky, doinky. Oh, that's so hot. Look at that. Look at that little spiral. See how the food? It's like it's gonna just spiral right into your mouth. Still not done. I'm gonna give it one more minute. Okay, in the meantime, we're ready to start harvesting our food here. So what are we gonna serve with our white bean hummus? What are we gonna do with the white bean hummus? I guess we've got these beautiful Kalamata olives. That's a fun one. We still have to do our Vio Life on top. I guess we're gonna do a little bean, hummusy beanie. Oh my God, we didn't bring the bread. Oh no. You know what? We'll just have it on the side. You'll be fine. It's gonna be just fine. It's okay, don't worry. It's not like we're not gonna have enough food to eat. Okay, so I'm gonna drain the pasta. Let me get a... We don't quite have a sink yet, so we're going to have to do it this way. Okay. Okay, Simon, here we go. Yes. Okay, we got it. All right, I'm going to pour out our water. Look at that steamy hot pasta. Okay. Okay, let's put it back in the pot. And now it's time to plate it up. Plating it up. This is the best part, the most fun. So, let's start with a nice little helping of totole. Now we'll just lay on this insane deliciousness right here. Not too much. You want them to want it. Don't give them too much. Make them beg for more. That's what I say. You want people to really like your food? Make them wait for it. Make it so they're so hungry that whatever it comes out, they're gonna be like, oh God, this is amazing. Believe me, it works. Are you ready for the most incredible moment of all? This is when we grate the Violife right on top, okay? This is the 5-star moment. Here we go. You ready for this? Violife in your face. Look at that. Oh. Oh, God. It just looks so amazing, right? It's so exciting. You know why they do it in restaurants? It just makes any dish look so much more expensive when somebody does this to it. Look at that. Delicious. Delicious. Okay, now, just because we don't have any bread doesn't mean we're not going to have white bean hummus with our bolognese here. So we're just going to have a little dipping area. It's going to be like a little white bean hummus party on the side. It's like the chill out area at a party. And I'm going to put a little Kalamata olive on there. Doink. Doink. There. You like that? What do you think? Nice little snack. Let me tilt it up so you can see that. It's good, right? Oh, that looks great. Here, we'll do one more. Gather up some white bean hummus. Throw it on the side here. And a couple olives. Doink. And doink. There. They're like little buddies. Little cute little buddies hanging out on the plate. All right, you ready? We're gonna eat this now. You ready? You excited? Okay. First I'm gonna try this white bean hummus. The lemon kind of hits you right in the jowls. And it's got that nice little sweetness from the maple syrup. God, this would be so great with some kind of a really rustic, like wheat bread. So good. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, now the big party. I'm gonna come over here, get a nice bit of this fried kimchi and bolognese. Oh God. Oh. Oh. Mm. 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 Yeah. I mean, that just does it all. The crunch from the kimchi. It's got this nice kind of a caramelized little edge It's like juicy and crunchy in the middle, but then it's like a little bit crispy and kind of like scorched on the outsides. Oh, God. Oh. I mean, wow. Kimchi, everybody. Kimchi. We got it at Costco. That huge container at Costco. It's delicious. Oh yeah. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I'm gonna let you stay and watch. Oh, no. Oh my God. Are you hungry yet? Are you drooling? I mean, how can you not be, right? I don't even know. I mean, I wish there was a way for the camera to do this justice. It is just a party in my mouth. Just incredible. I've done it again. We did it. You and I did it together. Because without you, it wouldn't be any fun. And I mean that, you know? I'm here because I love this. I love this food and I want to show it to you. I want you to have this kind of feeling. I want you to see how good this is. You know? We're reclaiming veganism for the world. This is the way we were meant to eat, guys. It's so healthy. You can just feel it. And when you take the time to nurture your body, then you can go and do all the good things that the world needs you to do. We need you to take care of yourself. We need you healthy, okay? So, in the choices you make and the actions you take, keep it real, keep it studly,